In the year of 2020, I decided to finally go full-time as a trader and take this thing seriously. I'd been dabbling with it for a few years and been taking signals, the usual route that everyone finds himself going down, and I decided it was time to actually take it serious. So I decided to get to work on learning and truly understanding the realms of trading. The big question I always get asked is, how did I make the shift? I decided to embark on a journey of setting up a side hustle through eBay. I managed to take my store from 0 to 30,000 in sales within a year. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you could do this. I'm not saying this is the typical YouTube thing that you see where it's like how to become a millionaire overnight. But it can make you some extra income and generate you an extra revenue, and it doesn't really cost much to start up. You literally need an eBay account, then you need an Amazon account. What I would say is list a few things really cheap, just things you've got lying around the house. Back then I think I had just silly things like some boxing gloves, some shin pads, not used ones that was thinking. You know, just different things you've got lying around your house. Just sell them in order to get some feedback. Ask people for the feedback. That will help build the store. A large portion of those sales that you see there, where we're sort of talking 1,400 sales, actually, in fact, physical items that I was buying myself in bulk, and then I was going to the post office and posting them. Now, when you're doing it that way, it's very time consuming, and you have to actually go to the post office, post these items, and it can get a little bit manic. Some items that are smaller, you can certainly make a great return on, and it doesn't cost much to post. You don't know what product's going to work. So again, this is where using like Terapeak on eBay, you can do research on products that are selling, and then you can shop around on AliExpress, DHgate, Amazon, eBay, Etsy. You can find the product for cheaper price. And I would just put a markup of like £10 profit. I wasn't doing anything stupid. Like I said, this isn't going to make hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You can find products, perhaps recently, for example, they've been getting PS5s when they've been hard to get hold of. Same with air fryers at the moment. Air fryers are the big thing. Everyone's going mad for air fryers.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Personally, if you haven't got one, you should definitely get one. People are buying them, 200 quid, and they're flogging them for 300-400 quid, and people are paying it. So it's about finding what's in at the moment, and it's very seasonal. Summer, people are getting ready for like garden furniture, so deck chairs, storage for the garden, grass feed, lawn care, all these sort of things were a great seller for me. Buying high volume these products, you can reach out to the supplier and say, hey, look, I'm buying a large volume of these, can we do a deal? And maybe they can waive some of the costs, so then you can get them direct from the manufacturer. You might need a minimum order quantity for that. The other way you can do it is if you don't want to actually put the money into buying the products, is you can use Amazon, and then you can ship from Amazon directly to eBay to the customer. However, I believe eBay have tightened up on the rules and restrictions about this, where essentially you are getting a product from Amazon, you're then shipping it directly from Amazon. You're using Amazon's service to send it to the person on eBay. However, like I say, just check the rules, the terms and conditions, because things may have changed since. They may be a lot more strict on this. You may find yourself with an account ban, which you don't want. No! And like I say, at the beginning it was very slow, but as the shop started to scale, people started to be buying more frequently. I found the right products, and this is the key. Market research on finding the right product is key, and I know a lot of dropshippers are going to say this, you've got to find the right product. But I didn't run any ads, I didn't run ads, I wasn't doing Facebook ads, I wasn't doing TikTok ads. Had an eBay store, and that's the beauty of things like eBay. It's such a big marketplace where people are buying and selling. You can list anything pretty much and someone will buy it. Only the other day, I'm a big trainer fan, and I had a lot of trainers that I've not worn, that have got the tags on still. I went on eBay, I stuck them up for sale, and boom, I sold them. I made about 800 quid. Happy days. Like, it's just money that's just sitting there. That's money that I've now got, and I can look at reinvesting into other things. So if you look around your house to begin with, you may have loads of stuff that you don't use, you don't want. Get some good photos of it, write a description, get it up on eBay, see what happens. Just want to say as well, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. It's the new year, it's the perfect time to reinvent your goals and actually take action. Many people think Skillshare is only for, say, content creation and, you know, photography, film and video editing. But Skillshare actually has a much wider range and a much wider library of educational content, diversifying your income to productivity and time management. I actually took Ali Abdal's course. I've known Ali for a while now, and I actually took his course on video editing with Final Cut Pro, and this honestly gave me such a good insight. And you have full access to this whole online educational platform where you can learn many different skills. Guys at Skillshare have been kind enough to give me a 1-month free Skillshare membership. If you are interested in this, click the link in the description. The first 1,000 people to sign up will get 1 month free on Skillshare. Appreciate you, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. Recently, I had a friend ask me a way to perhaps make some extra cash. I told him this method, and I think he messaged me the other day. He's made 50 quid. It's been a week. You know what? It's a 50 quid he didn't have. Obviously, bear in mind that eBay will take 10% fees. I believe it's still 10%. Bear that in mind as well. You are going to, if you just put a tenner on the product, you're still going to lose 10% when you sell it. And you can do things to bump up the rankings. You can promote your listing, but they'll also say they're going to take an extra 5% off you or whatever. So just bear those things in mind. I'm not selling this as a get rich quick. However, as you can see from the figures here, stats don't lie. It did make me money. Now, bear in mind again, that is not all profit. I did obviously have to pay for the products. You can see the selling cost there of 15% of that money was actually selling costs, which left me with a net of 25. I then had to pay for the product, but I made a decent amount of profit from that I was able to put that aside. And I often get asked this question, should I just drop everything? Should I leave my job and go full-time trading? I think a lot of people get misconstrued and try to actually eliminate the 9 to 5. And as I say to many people, if you can actually keep your 9 to 5 and trade alongside it or set up another business, then I would 100% recommend it. So when I started this on eBay, I did have a 9 to 5. Well, actually I work nights, so it was more like a 10 to 6 a.m. If you are broke and you are coming into trading, you might as well leave. Everybody comes into trading thinking it's the way out, it's the way they're going to make loads of money. It's not. If you've made poor financial decisions in the past, or if you're in a bad financial position, trading is the last thing you want to be doing. But if you have a full-time job, or you have a decent income, or you have decent money behind you, and you understand that trading is a long game, but if you're coming into trading based on I'm going to make loads of money straight away, which most of us do because of this flamboyant lifestyle that's shown on social media,
you will get rich quick. We all will.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a couple of products myself, I'm going to stick them up, and I'm going to update you all in a later video, and if they worked, if they sold, if I made any money from them. I've always advocated across all my social media platforms, having more than one income is important. And even if you are a full-time trader who's absolutely killing it, it's still very important to have another income. Now, anybody that frowns upon that and anybody that tells you, if you're a trader, bruv, you shouldn't need another income, don't agree. I completely disagree. And any well-positioned trader trading decent capital will tell you that having more than one source of income is crucial, because at the end of the day, you want to try and use your trading profits to compound, to get to an exponential growth where you're actually making more money than just withdrawing from it each month. Something that I did myself, where I was sort of withdrawing from it to live, which, yes, is great. You're living from your trading, boom. But if you do have a period of drawdown, you do have a month that's negative, it can be difficult if you don't have that buffer or that other income source to actually position yourself to pay your bills, to get by. And obviously for myself, I have a family. When I did it, like I said, I did go pretty bullish on it, and I went pretty aggressive, which I would probably say don't do. That was the one thing. When I left the full-time job, the sales on this then become very reliant while still getting trading going, while still getting prop accounts. And obviously, you don't just get a prop account and you're like, oh, I've completed it. You've then got to get a payout on that prop account. So I definitely made some errors. However, there was no one to guide me back then. There was none of this being spoken about. Don't just quit your full-time job in a rush to be a full-time trader, because I'll be honest with you, full-time trading is actually boring. You stare at some candles, nothing happened, and then you're like, so what do I do now? If you force trades, or you get into this mind of, I'm a full-time trader, I need to trade every day, every second of the day, you're just going to blow your account up. Remember, there's nothing wrong with having a job at all. And a lot of people I say to, if you've got a good job where it maybe allows you to work from home and you can actually trade, I wouldn't leave the job. I personally wouldn't. I'd stay in it as long as possible. Some of the biggest entrepreneurs still have an income from a job and they set up their businesses, because most businesses do not make a return in the first couple of years. And trading can be the same. The first couple of years can certainly be rocky and rough, and you can be finding your way. If you have something coming in that can cover your expenses, cover your outgoings, whatever it might be, or you have a very large buffer, then great, you're laughing. However, if you're broke, typically broke people don't make great decisions, and I've been there. I didn't make great finance decisions when I was broke, and I remained broke for a very long time.
Bankruptcy!
Having to change the mindset and the focus and realize that if I'm going to just think broke thoughts and try to come to trading to change my life and make millions and drive a Lamborghini, which isn't what it's about, however, that's what it's perceived. And that's what it was certainly perceived when I was starting out. It's very easy to stay broke, and that's why you're broke, because you're just focusing on the wrong things.